Yes boys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name's TheDonBro, and in today's video we're going to be going over some of the comments I get for Mavrix about how to do this, how to do that, little tips, little tricks, ways to do it. So kind of like a tips and tricks, but more so just a guide, I guess. First things first, I'm going to plug two of the NSR members, not just because they're NSR. If someone else would have made this, I'd have done it. But NSR Axel has made a tricking and slopestyle video to show you how to do better tricks, better slopestyle runs, and get your runs dialed. And also NSR Dockers Gaming on YouTube has done a guide on how to shave at least 10 seconds off your race times, which is also insane knowledge. So if you haven't already seen them, they will both be in the description below. So if you feel like checking them out after this video, then feel free. It will help you, I can guarantee that. So the first question we have is, do you have any tips for slopestyle, how to get air? Do you bunny hop off the lip of a jump? So this little bit is kind of entwined with Axel's video, but it shows how to do flips. What you want to do is before your takeoff, you want to be pulling back on the sticks. So as you can see, you can also correct your spin. So if you over rotate, you can push back up to cancel the full spin. And if you flick it down really, really fast or flick it up really, really fast, then you can then spin it even quicker. I personally do not bunny hop pretty much any jump when I'm doing slopestyle. I just let it coast so that I can prep for the end of the ramp and then make sure that I'm sending the trick that I want. You can also speed tuck, which a lot of people do on racing, but I tend to do it also sometimes on slopestyle as well. Because sometimes if you land a little bit too flat, you can then speed tuck to get back up to speed for the next jump. It's also exactly the same principle for your spin sideways. So dependent on how fast you flick the sticks to the right, both sticks have to go with you. Just as you come to the top of the ramp, you want to be sending them sticks which way you want to spin and holding it for that spin before takeoff, and then that will then progress you into a better spin and a faster spin for taking off. But it has to be before you take off the ramps, not bunny hopping, because then if you do a bunny hop, it cancels out either the backflip or the 360 that you are trying to send. So it has to be timed right. So once you've learned to do the flips and the spins, you can also incorporate doing tricks with them. But what you have to do is initiate the flip, and then whilst in the air, you have to take off the flip controls and kind of trust the game a little bit and trust your flick of the flip, and then press LB, L1, and then send any of the trick whilst in the flip. But it's in midair, so you always have to think a lot with your brain, and your hands have to coordinate that, and then it ends up looking like this.
Well, looking for a big score then here on Don't Hang Up. Oh, it's a backflip, super C. It's a double flip! Oh, phenomenal! It's a backflip, a Superman C-grab! Oh, flawless! Breaking all the rules here today. It's like fireworks night with all these bangers going off. It's a front flip. Oh, spinning those bars. Keeping that intensity all the way in this run. Oh, a spin. Oh, that was massive. One of the biggest moves we've seen today. Linking tricks together, the judges will like that. Carving off the lip. Oh, a tabletop. Trick after trick after trick. Going for a front flip. Throw a tail whip. Linking these tricks up perfectly on this run. Going for a front flip. All this ride of the Carpenter. They are absolutely nailing it. Oh, smashing out banger after banger. This has to score well. Oh, amazing to land that. Goes for this spin. Oh, it's a 540. Perfect landing. This could be a winning run. Oh, over the front. Oh, phenomenal. Into the finish they come. And the score, look at that. Incredible stuff. Well, that was a run that would have had Isaac Newton scratching his head, and into the top 10 they go.
So the next question we had was, how do you complete Hellfire? The last gap is too long. I'm about to lose it. And I thought I would just get this in quickly because I know a lot of people struggled with this one. And I'm pretty sure it's a challenge for Hellfire maybe to do a backflip on Hellfire. So here is how to do that. It's pretty easy. Send the flip on the first one. I nearly went off here. Nice and steady, just little bits, little taps on the RB, little pedals. You don't have to rush these because they're not timed and they're not leaderboards. Come up to this bit, let it roll, double tap for the pedal boost, and then off you go. Just let it send straight off. You can also hop it if you want, just to make sure that you clear it. And there is the challenge completed. So the next question kind of joined the other question, but it says, please go back and record the Red Bull challenges to get noticed. Pineapple hits 60k plus. I can't do, and I need to gain 2 seconds on Jolly Good and Hellfire Hot Rod. The other one was tried about 600 times now. I cannot get my time down for Jolly Good for the life of me. Now, I am rubbish on Jolly Good, and I will tell you that now. It is the weirdest course ever because the top section I can absolutely fly on, but the bottom section, oh my god, I feel like a snail. So I'm going to run you through it live. I'm going to tuck here as soon as I hit 60. I'm going to hit the berm. I'm going to hit the left side of this berm and then use both sticks to turn around there. Tuck in the whole time on this section until you hit the berm and turn in really sharp on this corner. Tuck again, turn, and then tuck again, and then brake just as you're coming up the ramp and hold it for the whole time. Tuck again round here. Keep yourself as tucked as you possibly can through all of this. Cut round here, and then you can boost over that. There's 2 ways of doing that, but that way worked for me. Hop this little jump here, tuck again, hit the berm, go round the outside, and then hop and clear that. Tuck straight back in as soon as you land, and then power through. Careful not to cut there because it resets you, and then just keep tucking and tucking and tucking until you can get into a solid tuck. Stay nice and sharp on that corner, hit the berms, pedal boost over here and squash, and then pedal boost and then squash again. Try and land perfectly in the ramp so you can then tuck. I messed up a little bit here, but pedal boost, squash it or boost it, clear it however you want. Pedal boost around this corner. I boosted this bit just to land down the hill and then straight through for the Red Bull challenges and for your time to be boosted. That right there is more than enough to get you on the leaderboards into at least position top 20. So that's for the Jolly Good. That's Jolly Good done as long as you're below 1 minute 22. Then it is the 720 triple bar spin over the River Gap challenge. So you want to fly down here, speed tuck on this bit, send the spins first and then send the bar spins and then land nice and smooth. So we're going to go back in slow motion quickly, and as you can see, just before I hit the top of this ramp, both sticks go to the left. Then I let go of the spin and I press LB or L1 and then diagonally up to the right or the left on the right stick. And just as I've done the triple bar spin, just then correct yourself a little bit with the sticks to make sure you land nice and smooth. And that should get you done for that really, really easily. Next is Pineapple Hits, get a total score of 60,000 or more in slopestyle. So for this one, you just want to make sure that you make the whole run in a ×5. So get tricks off as early as possible. As you can see, I'm in the ×2 here. I do a little hop table, keep me into the ×3, and it keeps the multiplier building. You want to speed tuck here, get in the berm and turn nice and early, but you want to make sure that you're going fast enough to keep that multiplier going. Send a little double bar spin front flip, send another table, and then hop here and do an opposite table to keep the tricks from being a repeat. Come up to this section, you can send whatever you want. I did a front flip super seat. Come to this section, little 360 table just to keep mixing it up so that it's not a repeat trick. Come to here, do a backflip super seat to tuck no hander. The controls are in the bottom right to make it easy, and that is 60k right there. So this stuff was just extra. You don't have to do this stuff, but it sends you higher up the leaderboard with a nice score. Nearly binned it at the end there, but that is 98,000 just there. Good enough to get you in top 20 at least. So the last one to do is on trail Hellfire Hot Rod, set a race time faster than 1 minute 2. So pedal boost your way up to 60, immediately tuck and push forward, stay sharp to the left of this rock, then let go of the tuck and turn right, and then straight back into the tuck and then berms if you can. Pre-hop that rock, get yourself over, left trigger on the brake, just enough to coast round, and then speed tuck straight back in. Hit the berm so you can turn nice and sharp, speed tuck again, stay sharp to the left, pre-hop over here and then stay tuck again, another pre-hop here, get yourself coasting over there without being in the air too long, tuck again, round the berm, nice and easy, bounce your way over this bit, tuck again when you land, cut early in the trees and then take a sharp right with a little bit of trigger action on the left trigger just for the brake. You can skip this section by staying tucked the whole time. You can pre-hop here, I didn't. You can pre-hop here, which I did but ended up boosting it like mad, and then you can pre-hop here, which kind of worked, and that should get you easily way easily under the 1 minute 2 section. That is a 55 right there, which will get you straight into the top of the leaderboards. So with that being said, boys, a lot of this does come down to consistency. As long as you're playing this game a lot, I guess, like any game, you're going to eventually get better. Just run the same line over and over and over and over until you can figure out which bit works and which bit doesn't, and then you can just learn that. And it just goes to your hands as well, and all of a sudden your hands and your brain link up and you just become this crazy sender, and it works massively. So I hope this video helped you. Again, links will be in the description for Docker's and Axel's videos. Appreciate you boys watching. If you could drop a like, it helps the channel massively. If you are new around here, feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you boys on the next one.